It is time.
Get ready to embark on a thrilling journey as we dive into the world of gaming and explore the top 10 games of 2023. So, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and get ready to immerse yourself in the gaming universe of tomorrow. Number 10, Resident Evil 4. It received critical acclaim and sold 4 million units in its first 2 weeks, making it one of the fastest-selling Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 4 is a remake of the 2005 game Resident Evil 4. It features over-the-shoulder third-person shooter gameplay similar to the original, while drawing other design aspects from the remakes of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 4 features redesigned visuals, designed to create a tenser atmosphere, along with new character designs and backgrounds. Resident Evil 4 is a 2023 survival horror game developed and published by Capcom. Players control the U.S. agent Leon S. Kennedy, who must save Ashley Graham, the daughter of the United States President, from the mysterious Los Illuminados cult. The remake has an updated plot, new visuals, characters, cast, and altered gameplay.
Ashley, where are you?
Number 9, Dead Space.
Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellyan responding to your distress call.
Dead Space is a 2023 survival horror game developed by Motive Studio and published by Electronic Arts. The game received generally favorable reviews from critics, with general praise for its graphics, sound design, and improvements to the original. Dead Space features various changes from the original game. Unlike the original, in which he was a silent protagonist, Isaac now has voice lines of his own.
What have you got, Isaac?
Kathy Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the tram.
In addition, previous voice lines and conversations remade for the game were adjusted to include Isaac, who will now engage in discussion and even argue with the other characters. The game also features more gore than the original, introducing a peeling system in which the player can tear and destroy the bodies of the necromorphs. It is set on a mining spaceship overrun by deadly monsters called necromorphs following the discovery of an artifact called the Marker. The player controls engineer Isaac Clarke as he navigates the spaceship and fights the necromorphs while struggling with growing psychosis.
Isaac, it's me.
Number 8, Baldur's Gate 3.
I saved you. And I'm here to save you again.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a role-playing video game with a single-player and cooperative multiplayer element. Players can create one or more characters and form a party along with a number of pre-generated characters to explore the game's story. Optionally, players are able to take one of their characters and team up online with other players to form a party. Baldur's Gate 3 is a role-playing video game developed and published by Larian Studios. It is the third main game in the Baldur's Gate series, which is based on the Dungeons & Dragons tabletop role-playing system.
Silence.
Number 7, Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 is an upcoming fighting game developed by NetherRealm Studios and published by Warner Bros. It will be the 12th main installment in the Mortal Kombat series, serving as both a sequel to Mortal Kombat 11 and the series' second reboot, following Mortal Kombat 2011. Mortal Kombat 1 has been confirmed to feature a story mode, online multiplayer with rollback netcode, and offline gameplay. The game will introduce a feature called Cameo Fighters, which will provide assistance to the player during fights.
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
Number 6, Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is a 2023 action role-playing game developed by Avalanche Software and published by Warner Bros. Games under its Porky Games label. The game, part of the Wizarding World franchise, takes place in the late 1800s, a century prior to the events chronicled in the Harry Potter novels. The player controls a student enrolled in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry who learns to wield an array of magical abilities and objects. With the assistance of fellow students and professors, the protagonist embarks on a journey to unearth an ancient secret concealed within the Wizarding World. Hogwarts Legacy is an action role-playing game played in a third-person perspective. It is set in Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and its surrounding areas, influenced by the Wizarding World franchise. During character creation, the player can choose their character's appearance, gender, voice, and body type. They may also choose between one of the 4 Hogwarts houses. As players progress through the game, Their player character learns to cast spells, brew potions, and master combat abilities, eventually developing their own special combat style.
We leave our legacy in your hands.
Number 5, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The sequel to The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom retains aspects including the open world of Hyrule, which has been expanded to allow for more vertical exploration. The player controls Link as he searches for Princess Zelda and fights to prevent the Demon King from destroying the world. As Link, players explore Hyrule in 2 new areas: the sky, littered with numerous floating islands, and the depths to find weapons, resources, and complete quests. Link can explore on foot or by climbing, riding on horseback, and using a paraglider. New to Tears of the Kingdom are jedi devices, which the player can use for combat, propulsion, exploration, and more. The previous game's runes are replaced with 5 new abilities: Ultra Hand, Fuse, Ascend, Recall, and Auto Build. Ultra Hand allows the player to pick up and move different objects, and attach different objects together. This can be used with the jedi devices to create different vehicles or other constructs. Fuse allows Link to combine materials, equipment, or certain objects in the world to a shield or a weapon to increase its attributes and durability.
Link, you are our final hope.
Number 4, Alan Wake 2.
Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare.
Alan Wake 2 is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Epic Games Publishing. A sequel to Alan Wake, the story follows best-selling thriller novelist Alan Wake, who has been trapped in an alternate dimension for 13 years, as he attempts to escape by writing a horror story involving an FBI agent named Saga Anderson. Compared to the first Alan Wake game, which was an action-adventure game with horror themes, Alan Wake Roman 2 is a survival horror game played from a third-person perspective. Players play as Alan Wake or Saga Anderson in 2 separate single-player stories, which can be played in any order the player chooses. Although the opening sequence and ending sequence of the game can only be played as Saga and as Alan, respectively.
Something important. Something's not right!
Number 3, Amnesia: The Bunker. Amnesia: The Bunker is a survival horror video game developed and published by Frictional Games. The 4th installment in the Amnesia series, the game follows a French soldier who is trapped in a bunker with a monster and must find a way to escape. The game is set in World War I, and the player assumes control of French soldier Henry Clement. Henry is trapped in an underground bunker and hunted by a mysterious but photosensitive monster named the Beast. To survive in the bunker, Henry must maintain the base's power while collecting resources and ammo, which are randomly placed in the game's map. Henry can also use a revolver, a shotgun, and other throwable items such as grenades and flares to fight against enemies, but ammo is very scarce. Number 2, Metroid Prime Remastered. Metroid Prime is a 3D action-adventure game in which players control series protagonist Samus Aran from a first-person perspective, unlike previous games of the Metroid series, with third-person elements used for Morph Ball mode. The gameplay involves solving puzzles to reveal secrets, platform jumping, and shooting foes with the help of a lock-on mechanism that allows circle strafing while staying aimed at the enemy. Metroid Prime is an action-adventure game developed by Retro Studios and published by Nintendo for the GameCube. Metroid Prime is the 5th main Metroid game and the first to use 3D computer graphics and a first-person perspective. Metroid Prime takes place between the original Metroid and Metroid Roman 2, Return of Samus. Players control the bounty hunter Samus Aran as she battles the space pirates and their biological experiments on the planet Talon Roman 4. Number 1, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I was betrayed by the one I trusted most.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a 2023 action-adventure game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts. It is the sequel to Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order 2019. taking place 5 years after the events of the previous game and continues the adventure of young Jedi Knight, Cal Kestis, as he and his friends continue in their struggle to survive the tyranny of the Galactic Empire. Star Wars Jedi Survivor retains many of the gameplay mechanics from its predecessor and introduces new elements. In lightsaber combat, Cal Kestis has access to 5 different stances, each with unique features. He can use the single blade and double blade stances from the previous game, Fallen Order, and the special dual-wield blade attack is expanded into its own stance. The dual-wield stance was originally intended to be a playable stance in Fallen Order, but it was only included as a special attack due to time constraints.
Hope survives.
And that's a wrap on our epic journey through the top 10 games of 2023. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment about your favorite game, and share it with your fellow gamers to spread the excitement. If you want to stay updated with the latest gaming news, reviews, and countdowns, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.